Well, it's kind of a sucky day today, but we're out here in Acton. This is the old Maple Lodge turkey farm. Multiple buildings on the property. But today I'm here to run the genset that I maintain. Exhaust there. This shed's solely dedicated for the generator and switch panels. I'll take you inside. It's pretty noisy, but really noisy. That's a 100 kW generator. Of course, automatic switch over and everything else. Anyways, it's rainy, kind of a miserable day. I was supposed to be at a swap meet in Ancaster today, but this weather told me to do something else. Anyways, stay dry, everybody. Here's another video, a little quieter now. Anyways, it's warmer in here now too. It's kind of rainy and shitty and miserable outside. But anyways, this thing's creating a nice bit of heat. I came yesterday to fire this thing up and I noticed there was hardly any fuel in it. I didn't want to run it dry, so I'd have to bleed it. Not a big deal, but you know, why bother if I don't need to? Anyways, it's big Onan. When it was a turkey farm run by Maple Lodge Farms, they had this running the whole property. It's 100 kW. It's Chalmers motor. I recently did a record rad on it. And a new starter motor. Of course, it's 24 volt. Installed a little battery charger to maintain it. I had to rebuild that muffler because birds made a nest in it and rotted it right out. You can see where I replaced the bottom section. Couldn't find a muffler like that. I guess it was custom made in Toronto somewhere. Probably back in late 70s or maybe early 80s or something. There was a tag on it. But anyways, she runs good. It's got 1,000 hours on it. It's a nice unit. They don't really use it much now. It's just here if necessary. The remote, everything works on it. It'll fire right up. I've got to change that block heater there. It malfunctioned recently, and that's plugged into here for the winter time just to keep it warm because it does get damn cold here in Canada, Great White North. I'd like to set this thing up so it's on a thermometer so that when it drops to a certain temperature, it automatically switches to 120 on over on this panel and turns the block heater on. So that way it's only coming on when it needs to be on. The antifreeze will take care of the block as far as it not freezing. But for starting aid, it needs to be warm. So the block heater, when it gets really cold, is a necessity. So we're going to figure that out, of course, this summer and have that all fixed up and done. And I still got to get a fuel level indicator in this. It's missing the piece up the top. I don't know where the hell it went. But we'll fix that. And everything is good. It ran great, like it always has. There was one point in time there a few years ago where I had to get it started and it hadn't run for quite some time. But everything checked out good. And I put all new hose and everything on when I did the rad. just to make sure. But there was quite the nest in that muffler. It was a mess. Like, the hole was relatively small when I first got the motor to run, and then it just blew this stuff out everywhere. And the nest actually caught on fire inside the muffler, and it was still on fire by the time I got it out on the ground outside. That's how much stuff was in there. Anyways, it wasn't that big of a deal, other than the fact it's a little heavy. Anyways, there's the lowdown on the generator in Acton, Ontario. Have a great day, everybody.